Well, hey, Eastridge family, Danae here. I'm popping on to share a little bit of information with you guys. I'm feeling a little bit giddy because my new backdrop here is Dwayne's office. So I've infiltrated his office and I'm making my video in here, partially because he has a charging cord for my laptop, but also just because his office is really cool. I am just excited to come up here and I want to tell you guys a couple of things. Honestly, I'm going to level with you guys about a couple of things. I don't know if you know this, but Dwayne and I and the leadership and the staff, we have made 1,000 plans and 1,000 decisions for what church is going to look like over the last several months, and they've all kind of changed. And I know that there's a lot of people, not just Eastridge people, but just people in general, churchgoers that are like, hey, what's going on? Like, what's my church doing? What's the plan? And I'm just going to come and I'm going to share with you our summer plan. And I'm going to give you guys some dates to put on your calendar. And then I'm also going to say this all tongue in cheek, that we're at a point where we're just continuing to not know. And every single time I feel like we've gotten close to knowing what church together is going to look like in person, it feels like we get a little bit further away. For example, for the last couple of weeks, I've been fairly convinced that we would be in phase 2 at like the earliest date possible, which would be July 12th, maybe July 19th. But as the communications have come out from our governor about mask wearing and kind of the numbers are spiking, I'm starting to think, well, maybe that's not going to happen. And I don't know. And I know that none of you guys are waiting for me to tell you exactly what's going to happen in terms of what the governor is going to say. But what I can tell you now, what I'm going to tell you now, is what we are planning. So first thing, you guys know that we've changed our live stream time for the summer. We're going to do it at 10:30. And I know that might seem a little bit weird because it's like a live stream, but at the same time, hey, we want as many of you guys to be a part of the live stream as possible. And so we're doing it a little bit later for summer hours. It helps our team. Hopefully it'll help more of you guys come on and engage and say hello and watch it together. But also what we're going to be doing, what we're planning to do, is a couple of drive-in church services. Woo! So I wanted to give you a couple of dates that we're planning to do drive-in church services, and then I'll explain to you what that's going to look like. So the first drive-in church service that we're planning for people to be a part of is July 12th. The second one is August 2nd, and then August 23rd. So we've just got a couple of them sprinkled throughout the summer. We know some of you guys are making summer plans, so we didn't want to just do one and have you miss it. And we're giving you these dates ahead of time. So put those dates out. And again, hold them loosely, bring them before the Lord, but know that that is our plan. And drive-in church, a lot of churches are doing this. We're working towards getting an FM transmitter so that you can listen to the music and the message from your cars. We're also going to offer a seated area for people who want to bring their lawn chairs. We will have X's in that space. We'll kind of pre-measure what social distance looks like in those spaces. We'll be wearing masks. Our speakers and our singers will not be wearing masks, but they'll be far enough away from the crowd that they'll have that social distance. And we'll also be live streaming it. So whatever your comfort level is, these drive-in church services, you can watch them from home, you can watch them from your car, or you can watch them from the pavement. And so we're going to just keep on reminding you those dates and keep on reminding you about the time change and keep on reminding you that we have a God that loves us, that we are a family, that we are gracious, that we are flexible, that we do everything with love and humor, and that nothing that we plan, nothing that we don't get to do, like nothing is too big for God. And nothing is a reflection on his power, because what he is doing beyond our plans is more than we could ever hope for. Man, I don't know if that made any sense. I hope it did. I hope that made some sense. Love you guys and miss you guys, and we're looking forward to seeing you on the live stream this weekend. Happy 4th of July. This weekend at 10:30, and then hopefully we'll see some of you guys at Drive-In Church on the 12th. You guys will be hearing more from us as the weeks go on. Love you, miss you. Bye-bye.